Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with Unkillable, works that never fail. And today's unkillable work that never fails, either on disc or in recordings. Well, it can fail on disc. I mean, they're better, and we'll get to this in a minute. It's the Franck Violin Sonata. Talk about unkillable. How do we define unkillableness? Well, there are many ways. Many ways. Now, I've heard recordings of the Franck Sonata that I can't stand. That doesn't mean that they're killed, that it doesn't work for some people. But the piece itself, it's rather an amazing work. Think about it for a minute. What other violin sonata has the same cachet? I mean, not even Beethoven's Kreutzer Sonata. I mean, the Franck Violin Sonata is the romantic piano sonata, period. Everybody loves it, even people who hate Franck. Of course, part of the reason anyway, is the way that it's so beautifully put together. It begins in passionate, turbulent, chromatic uncertainty and winds up with the most limpid, diatonic, elegant, simple, beautiful finale with a tune to die for. It's amazing, isn't it? Da 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 dum, da 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 dum, ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da. Sort of. Even I can kind of sing it. I mean, it's incredible, absolutely incredible. But what really seals the deal for me on the Franck, César Franck Violin Sonata, and what makes it totally unkillable is the fact that it's been transcribed a million times for other things. I mean, there's the cello version of it, there's the flute version of it. Martha Argerich has played the piano in like every conceivable transcription of it. I first heard the Franck Violin Sonata as a flute sonata at a live concert that featured, who were the performers? It was Ruth Laredo, piano, and Paula Robeson, I think, flute. That's who it was. And it was a wonderful concert when I was in college. And they did the Franck Sonata in the flute version, and I loved it. Imagine my surprise when I realized that was the Franck Violin Sonata, which I'd known but hadn't really paid much attention to because I wasn't like a chamber music person in my early and more callow youth, you know what I mean? But it blew me away. And the finale, oh my God, it gets under your skin and sticks in your brain, and there it goes. Now, we know, I mean, I'm a critic, right? I have to write reviews, and I know that there are many performances that I dislike intensely, that I think are horrible or unmusical or anti-musical, but that doesn't matter. The work survives bad performances because of what it is. I really do believe it's as unkillable a piece of music as anybody ever wrote. And it's fascinating because he just wrote one violin sonata. I think scarcity has something to do with it too. You know, the fact that there aren't that many French violin sonatas that we pay attention to. I mean, yes, Saint-Saëns wrote some, Fauré wrote some. They're gorgeous, wonderful works. But nothing has this, I don't know, this cachet. It's as if the universe decided it had to select a single chamber work from the 19th century for violin and piano to represent all of violin's sonatitude, and this is it. This is the one. So I think that, I don't know how anyone could even argue with this, frankly. I mean, honestly, it's like this primeval hunk of music that's existed since the dawn of time and will continue to exist for the foreseeable future. I can't think of any piece of music that is more unkillable than the Franck Violin Sonata, and I hope that you agree with me. But if you don't, you can tell me why you don't. Remember, it's not about bad performances. It's about music that survives anything. And if you could transcribe this piece for flute or for cello or for trombone or for tuba or for theremin, or it just doesn't matter. It just works. There's an essential quality to that piece of music that can survive just about anything. It is the very essence of unkillableness. Prove me wrong. Anyway, keep on listening, friends. Thanks so much for joining me. Take care.